GH. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. I felt like there was so much that happened, but at the same time, there was so little that happened. So, Molly's a moron. Um, she's getting all upset, and she's like, "Oh, well, why did TJ do that to me? I don't want to stand." And at first she's like getting upset. It's like she's going through these weird fucking stages. At first she's like, "Oh well, if he wants to be gone, then be gone." Why is he doing that to me? Why is he doing that to you? Sweetheart, you're the one that actually broke his heart. Are you kidding me? Like, was you not in the same room as him when you said, I don't want to get married? You guys were together for 8 years, and clearly you had different goals. So, this whole fucking self pity party bullshit, I don't care. I don't care. It just makes you look like a fucking moron. That the fact that you had a great and amazing guy and you blew it because you watched your parents go through divorces so many fucking times that you just automatically assume, oh well, that's how it's gonna be. And then your whole other SJW reasons of why should it be the man and all the nonsense that you was meant to spouting off that I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when she goes into that mode, I just start looking at my phone because I'm just like I'm not no. But and granted, again, I'm not saying some of the things that she said wasn't valid. It's just Molly's not my favorite fucking character. Um so Sonny came in like the Don that he is, was like, listen, you're not gonna put my son through any more pain going through this whole fucking trial. You're gonna sit there and say that you're gonna plead guilty. Period. So that's what Brad did. And let's be honest, it works best with fucking Julian's interest. And before we really get into that, you know, so Lucas and Brad are sitting there talking, and Brad's like, I did this to make you happy, and Lucas is just like, how did that turn out? And I'm like, damn. And the part that really got me was when he just dropped the ring, because you just heard the echo of a heart just being shattered. Yeah, that was I don't feel bad for Brad. I really don't. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Brad, and I haven't liked him ever since he tried to again blackmail Michael into having sex with him. So he's always came across as a fucking snake. Um, but the fact that he was gonna blackmail someone into actually sleeping with him, it just puts him over the top. I mean, yeah, everyone has their, snake moments or their bad moments, but he just, yeah. So to be honest, I really don't feel bad for Brad at all. Uh, but that whole thing was set up. The whole, Lucas, being sad and distraught and just walking out the courtroom in tears and stuff like that. It cemented the fact that Brad is not going to tell on Julian because he doesn't want to, in Brad's eyes, he's already lost his son. He doesn't want him to lose a father. So, yeah, I guess that plot just holds up a little bit longer as far as Julian being saved. But here's the thing though. It's not like Julian back in the day wasn't like one sec. Let's be clear on something. It's not like back in the day Julian wasn't in the mob and being a Don just like Sonny, you know? He had connections. I don't understand this whole now we gotta sit there and fear Sonny like you weren't in the mob before. You know? Like did that just oh you're just gonna surrender, you're just not even gonna you're just gonna go down without a fight? Like I don't understand that. Um so yeah, I don't really get that, but whatever. Fuck it. Let's go into some fluff, but nice fluff. And I feel like this is padding a little bit. So Brooklyn came to see Mike, singing for him and everything like that. And just spending some time with him, just being a human being, just being a decent person. And I feel like that's just to make up for the fact that she was being very bratty and just do what I say. We have money. I'm be a daddy's girl, spoil the princess kind of attitude. I guess they want to show that she had another side to her. Whatever. I'm listen. Brooklyn is not exactly. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Brooklyn, especially for the simple fact that before this, way back when, um, she pretty much tried to break up Dante's and Louis' marriage. This is when, you had the old actress Julian, whatever her name is. But yeah, so she'd proven before that she was a snake. And, so it's not something that I don't sit there and not think about when I sit there and watch her, but, I guess whatever. Everyone has their different shades. And it was very nice to sit there and see, Brooklyn just being human, just being soft and kind, and just a decent human being. And Sonny going there and just kind of just hanging out with Mike and stuff. So it was good. It was good. It was fluff, but it was actually nice fluff. And here's something. I'm missing a couple of things. Oh, okay. Um, so Curtis and Jordan starts talking, and Jordan's like, it's not like TJ. He doesn't have the luxury of just taking off and just doing his own thing whenever he wants. He's a mess to it. And Curtis just like, well, it's better for him to just kind of take some distance rather than to go into the hospital and just really mess up and stuff. And I'm like, damn well. Here's the thing. On one end, that sort of makes sense. I get where he's coming from, but I feel like he's just there to stretch out whatever sort of story that they're going to be doing. Because let's be honest, towards the end of the episode, and I know I'm jumping around a lot, but towards the end of the episode, Cyrus starts dropping hints and stuff like that, talking about the future and discovering new medicine and healing the sick. So, I mean, come on now. Jordan, and it's not that Jordan didn't put it together when, she was talking to Curtis. She just wanted to go to the prison just to confirm it. Because let's be honest, everyone already fucking knows at this point in time that, TJ is kidnapped. So, that's what she was there for. Oh, and one other little tidbit that I did want to sit there and share. So, maybe it was a couple weeks ago, whatever, when Jordan was questioning Cyrus. And Cyrus said something that was so fucking funny. The dude was like, what was it? Jordan asked him something about drugs. Like, oh, well, you always sell drugs or whatever, and, you had drugs or something along those lines. And, Cyrus was like, but, they're not my drugs. I was just holding it for a friend. And right then and there, I was like, I knew that this guy was going to be a great villain. Because if you can actually have a good sense of humor about your shit, I can fuck with you. So, but yeah. Yeah, TJ's kidnapped, so that's that. And, I know I feel like I'm jumping around, and it's not really too much that went on in the story, and I think that's kind of the thing that what I was talking about. A lot happened, but a little bit happened. Oh, before I forget, I can't remember her name. The Brit, yeah, Brit is back. I almost didn't even recognize because I was like, I almost didn't recognize her because I'm like, the hell happened to your hair? Did you just not get a haircut or something? I seriously almost didn't recognize her. I was like, she came back and she was like, oh, it looks like you could use a friend. And when he said, Britt, I was like, oh shit, that is you. What the fuck is going on with your hair? Maybe it just happened so fast that I was like, yo, shh. Anyway, she's back. She's back. So, it'll be interesting. See what's gonna go on with that. Brad's pretty much only fucking friend, and that says a lot, because even though that, you know, Carly has made enemies and stuff like that over the years, people still rock with Carly, you know? And then the whole thing with Neil and Alexis, so pretty much was just wound up happening. Just to cut it short, Neil got his license back. He's well, I don't think he lost it, but pretty much he can practice medicine again. He practiced being a psychiatrist, and you know, he was arguing with Alexis at first, and he was like, well, and this is something that I didn't understand, but pretty much Alexis told a lie. So Neil was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with this lie because Alexis already did it, and I don't want to hang her out to dry. I guess apparently if Alexis would have lied, she would have been in trouble or something. I guess I don't really understand how she would have been in trouble. Because the thing is, even if she got caught lying, like, it's not like it's her license that's on the line, it's his. She's just a character witness, so what would that do to her? But whatever. Point is, they got their license back. I mean, he got his license back, and they can't see each other for 2 years, and whatever. We're just gonna see how that plays out. It's kind of weird, but it kind of sucks a little bit because Alexa's options are limited. At one point she was going out with that guy that the guy from Moonlight to Live. She was going out with him for a little bit, and then that fizzled out, and then the whole Me Too thing happened, and she only did that because she wanted to kind of get herself away from Julian. It's like it's either Julian or nobody. Because she tried to go out with Finn, but Finn pretty much did her dirty, and to this day, I feel like their relationship has just never been the same. And I don't think they're ever gonna get to that friendship that they originally had, especially after the way that he did her. So, but yeah, it's pretty much just Julian or nobody, unless they decide to just introduce a new character. I don't know. Here's the thing also, I don't know how long they're gonna do this back and forth thing with like, oh, we can't see each other, we can't see each other, we can, and you know, then again, it's this whole, well, who's the third person that actually says something? So, I don't know if they're gonna resolve that. And let's be honest, it's not like they resolved the whole Patient 6 thing with Jason and Drew and who are the other members. So I feel like some stories just goes through the cracks. And hell, sometimes I can sit there and probably ask somebody, like, yo, do you remember that whole story about Patient 6 and the whole twins thing? And the super soldiers or whatever? Yeah, where are the rest of them? Exactly. So I don't know if we're going to resolve this whole who's the third person. But I don't know. We might. And at this point, does it really matter? It took like a year, a little bit over a year, before they actually figured out this whole Michael and the baby thing. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have. Leave a like in the comments if you enjoyed the video. It definitely does help. It does recommend the channel more to people who want to get a recap on this whole soap opera thing, on this whole General Hospital thing, because again, you gotta remember, this is not like other shows or like even Grey's Anatomy. You know, this is a everyday sort of show, and some people may not watch it, may not watch it for a week and then come back and then watch it. So it is nice to kind of get caught up. And granted, yeah, I know in the soap opera they will kind of just rehash some of the stuff that happened before, but sometimes I feel like they miss key points, like the whole, Brad blackmailing Michael into having, sex with him. Or the fact that at one point, and I'm just gonna sit there and say this and kind of just leave it off. At one point where Sam lost her baby, I think with Jason, she hired two people to terrorize Elizabeth and her two children while her two children was there. Because she was that angry with Jason because she got kidnapped on Lorenzo's ship or whatever. And so yeah, she hired two people to scare Alexis. I mean to scare Elizabeth and her two children. And hell, we don't even know if the gun was real, but I don't know, just little key points like that sometimes they do miss. So yeah, like, subscribe if you're new. Definitely subscribe. I do plan on doing these videos a lot more daily, just to get people caught up and just just talk about the episode and what you like, what you didn't like, and what I get jazz. So to the next video.